the way we demand a response from people, particularly celebrities and people with large platforms, when it comes to social issues and global atrocities and international evils is getting kind of difficult to navigate for people, even people who feel like what they're saying is on the right side of history, or you know really is coming from a good place. And I think that we may be doing more damage than good when we demand this like instant response from people so that we can feel validated in our own feelings, and that we can have these other people give us that comfort that everybody sees the world as we do. And the thing is, for some people it takes a little bit of time, and for people with extremely large platforms it can be also really tricky. For example, if I come on here and say I think that the innocent people of Israel don't deserve what's happening in their country right now, someone will most definitely tell me that I align with terrorists or that I support a terrorist regime. On the other hand, if I say that I think that what's happening in Gaza is totally a genocide and I believe that they're trying to ethnically cleanse the whole area, someone will tell me that I'm anti-Semitic. Uh, None of which is true. And the things that I'm saying seem really obvious to me. Uh, but because we're so inclined to pick apart everything that everyone says and chastise everyone for any perspective, let alone the one we want to hear, it can make it really difficult to figure out what to say. And I think that people are saying less and in a lot of ways trying to pull themselves out of the conversation, not only not to be criticized, but to better understand how they feel about things and give a little more time and critical analysis to what they're going to present to the world. So, you know, if I go on social media and make a comment about how I think uh, gun violence is a problem in America, and you know, inevitably somebody calls me a pussy, I can only imagine that someone who's talking to more than just 100 or a couple hundred people, whoever's actually paying attention to what I'm creating, but someone who has the ear of thousands or millions of people is being bombarded with ignorance and hatred on a level that we can't even really comprehend. And even though those people, have a lot of money and power and large platforms and what seems to be bulletproof egos, they're still humans. And I mean that shit hurts. So, and it's also really frustrating not to be heard in the way that you intend to be heard in a society where people refuse to accept our words at face value. So, I don't really know what I'm getting at. I've just been thinking about this a lot, and although I try to use my platform for good and to express myself and to give you the most honest version of me and tell my stories and show you my creative art. It's getting harder and harder to figure out um, what to say, and really, it's getting harder to feel like I want to say anything.